Welcome to the YVS Podcast. I'm Ari.
And I'm Toni. And this week we're talking about
The moon!
So there's a really cool thing happening this month of October 2020.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 moons.
2 full moons.
2 moons? So fun.
And they're the 2 full moons back to back is happening like Halloween, which is so spoopy.
So spoopy.
It was really exciting. Yeah, and that's not even the only transit that is significant this month. There's also the one that just recently passed, the full moon in Aries. And then we also have a new moon in Libra coming up on the 16th of October.
It's also the harvest moon
Oh.
and the hunter's moon.
I'm going hunting for like
on
berries,
Halloween.
You know? Oh, hunting for candy. I like that. Candy hunting.
Man, that was so great. Yeah. I had to really just keep going.
So the moon that just happened, the full moon that just happened was the full moon in Aries, which we are really excited about in particular because we're starting this awesome new project. And the full moon in Aries is about getting out of your comfort zone and taking initiative, which is what's happening right now. Geez, Manetti. We gotta start over. You know what? Maybe I can like cut and paste. Dag flab it.
I don't think we need to start over. I think we can just go right into the tarot.
All right.
Well, oracle.
This is going to be a fun one to edit.
Well, man, this is fun episode.
So for this awesome moon episode, I am super stoked to bust out Toni's favorite deck.
Oh my god, it's my favorite deck.
The Moonology Oracle cards. So we're going to go ahead and ask the Yoni-Verse.
What does Yoni have to say?
What does Yoni have to say?
Man, that is really my thing. I gotta say it every time.
What does
I get
she?
excited about it. What does Yoni have to say?
She's vocal. She's usually really vocal, so hopefully she has some wonderful advice for this upcoming harvest moon and hunter's moon.
Upcoming. Harvest moon just passed. So
Okay,
it
my
was
bad.
2 days ago.
Getting confuzzled.
Was the full
Right.
harvest moon.
Okay, I need to
So
be
it's
clear with the Yoni-Verse.
Clear with the Yoni.
Yeah, I
So
need
for our visual watchers,
right.
this is my house.
Hey.
Welcome to Tony's Yoni.
Welcome to Tony's Yoni. I love that.
We're in my basement, so we're kind of in the ground, underground, which makes sense for me, I guess.
She's super rooty, super earthy, and we are literally in the earth right now as we
Feels good.
talk to the Yoni. Talk to the Yoni-Verse. All right, so what does the Yoni-Verse, what does Yoni have for us for this lovely episode of the Yoni-Verse? I'm going to do one more little shuffy, and then I'll do like a couple of these because I just like to. And what is our guidance for today's message? We have it. Have faith in your dreams. I love it. Waxing crescent moon. Really beautiful. Really moony. It has some lovely butterflies and bees and little flowers. Really wonderful at that, but there she is.
Oh, so beautiful.
I know, I love it.
It's my favorite deck. Let's talk about the moon.
Let's talk about the moon.
So the moon, feminine energy, intuition, change, fluidity, reflection, cycles. Inner knowledge, the goddess, protection, creativity, fulfillment, all of that.
All really, really good things. You gotta be okay with change. If you're working with the moon, then you have to be okay with cycles beginning, rising, and coming to an end. And it's all good.
Dude, I want to really actually start referring to my period as my moon cycle.
Oh, I need to connect more with the moon so that my period can be normal.
Here?
Yeah,
So that your period
present,
can
so that I
come.
will, have one. No, I do. Like, I wanna really go out when it's nighttime, especially when there's like a full moon, and absorb that feminine moon energy and really, really connect with that energy. And maybe I'll get my period back. What's
Yeah,
up?
maybe.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. What a
And
gift.
if not, yeah, right? Joy.
Oh.
Yeah, every time people complain about their period, I'm like, you want to switch? but nah. So today is actually a gibbous moon in Taurus, which grounds us to our physical reality and helps us to grow deeper roots, which is really nice since we're like underground right now. It is calm, solid, and patient. I feel those energies. Honestly, I'm feeling that today. It can bring out your sensual side. It can also bring out your stubborn side. And it is great for getting things done, which we're doing it.
Yeah. The way I work with the moon is like, just in my life, whatever I'm doing, I take into consideration the phase of the moon, and there's different applications. So like, if you just think of the full moon, that's like emotions are heightened. You don't want to make any big decisions.
I don't like to
On a
leave
full
my
moon.
house or do anything
so
important.
much.
Yeah.
Everything is full.
I'm just
Everything is
gonna be in bed.
amplified.
Yeah.
It's also a time to reap all of the benefits of like whatever you have been working for.
Right.
So the beginning of the moon cycle, the new moon. Actually, let me just refer to my notes because I want to get this right.
It's great for new beginnings.
Yeah.
And beginning new
renewal.
projects.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a little bit impulsive if you're in the new moon phase because you're starting new things, you're excited, as long as you're being, impulsive in a healthy way. And it's time to make a plan.
Yeah.
New moon is plan time.
Time to make the plan.
Not necessarily like action time, but just like make a plan time. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're having such a hard time making our plan today. We're trying to like organize our thoughts.
Right.
And
It's not time.
It's just not time.
This is
We
not a
have to
new moon
wait.
time. We had our chance.
We're so stupid. We should have just waited for the moon.
We'll just wait another month. We'll get a new moon
Now
again.
it's time for procrastination.
Right. So before the moon that we are in right now, the waning moon, there was the first quarter moon, which is a highly emotional moon phase. Not as highly emotional as full moon, but still emotional. And it can bring challenges to be faced and overcome in order to reach your goal. And I've been hitting them walls.
I've been feeling it.
Yeah, I've been feeling it hard, but you can't give up. That's the most important thing. During
Remember?
the first quarter moon, right? You cannot give up on your
give up
dreams.
on your
Yoni, you always know.
Yoni!
You always know what to say, girl.
I want to hug her.
Right? It's a keep hustling time. Don't procrastinate when you're in that first quarter moon. And you may want to procrastinate a little bit, but you got to fight that. You got to fight that urge.
That's the time when I like to work for my goal. Like that's the time that I always put the work in.
Slam them
Do
hours
the
out.
things. Yeah.
Put your head in the books.
You've planned. Now it's time to do the work.
Yeah. That's usually where I kind of like go back to the planning stage. I'm like, can I just go back to the new moon
gonna
and just
skip
like
this
write
part.
it all down? Yeah. I want to go to the full moon where I'm just reaping the rewards. But the one that we're in right now, the waning and or gibbous, I'm probably even saying that wrong, but
Gibbous. I think it's just gibbous. Maybe it's like something really funny like
gibbous. Gibbous. The gibbous
like
moon.
caboose. The caboose
Oh,
moon.
no, that sounds too right. So this is a good time to process the results of the actions that were taken during the first quarter. I feel like we're processing, We're like, look how far we have already come.
I love your gentle claps.
For the at-home listeners, I'm gently clapping my hands.
I know you don't want to be too loud. We've learned,
Normally I would be.
and we're moving forward from that.
Yes, no more cackling at the top of our lungs. No more screaming. That is not how you podcast. The gibbous moon is teaching us that how to be calm and solid.
And our calm candle.
Yeah, we do have a calm candle. For the at-home listeners, it says calm. And for the people that aren't present here, it smells like eucalyptus and bergamot. And it's a scented candle to ease your senses into a calm state, which is, you know.
I just envisioned you. As you're talking about
No longer calm. I kind of like
utter chaos.
mind me.
Oh
Just-
my
I just
god!
like doing
Oh
that.
my
I just like feeling it, you know. Just you made me think about wax, and now I want to like dip my finger in it. For the at-home
I've
listeners,
never
I dipped my
seen
finger in the
anyone
candle.
For the non-visual. Oh my god, she's doing
Non-visuals.
it again.
No, because you have to. You got to do all the fingers. You got to do all the fingers. You've never seen.
How can we relate this to the moon? How are you not burning yourself? You got
We
this.
can't relate it, but I just really needed to do it.
And then you can have your little finger molds.
It'll look like a little moon
We
when
should
it
save
dries.
this for our craft episode.
Oh, and we'll just keep dipping
Our character like it's finger ring.
That's a very interesting craft
We'll just keep
episode.
it on the desk like a little.
I can't wait to have those weird things that we accumulate over time.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I didn't even think about that. Oh.
So what we're working our way towards is gonna be reaping the benefits.
Yeah,
you feel
that
me?
Full moon.
Full moon coming up. So it's a time to celebrate and reflect. But mainly celebrate. Get all them good reapings on your rewards for all that hard work.
I really just. The full moon is my favorite.
Yeah, right?
Like you can just see it. It's so
It is
bright.
becoming-
You can see outside at night.
I love that. I love when
it.
I walk outside and I'm like, are there streetlights? No, but I can see everything.
I think the visual aspect of it, like, it's so bright.
It's
literally
powerful.
beaming down on you. It
Yeah.
really helps me connect to, like, man, that's some powerful energy.
It
really harness
is.
that.
It's
yeah.
so, I like feel it. I feel it like penetrating
My yoni.
my yoni. You know, it really is like my chest. I like feel the moon. I'm like, give it to me. When I was like 6, I was laying out by the pool at my dad's house, and they were like, "What are you doing?" Because I was wearing like a bathing suit, and I was like laying out like I was
By
tanning.
the pool?
Yeah.
Oh, like at night. Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
I'm just mooning. Don't mind me. I'm just out here mooning. Like my child
like
self
tanning,
knew.
but I'm just mooning.
Just
I'm gonna
mooning.
do that. I was gonna do that
What,
on this
do you want to go mooning?
Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah, mooning date.
Heck yeah.
And
full
no
moon.
damage to your skin. What?
Right? What a
Just
problem
all
is.
the benefits of the full moon and no skin cancer. Wow.
They should study that. See if like you actually can like absorb the way that like
like vitamins. What? Like you get vitamin D.
You getting
from the
that D
sun?
from the sun.
Vitamin
Probably getting
M?
that B12. Oh, vitamin M.
I'm gonna zoom into our faces.
So after the full moon, which, you know, I wish we could just stay on the full moon forever and always.
I actually really love the waning moon too because it's a different element. I like to think of the waning moon as a time to release. And I'm like always releasing.
You ready to release.
This is a good time. Just like a mundane thing you can do during the waning moon is like, you know, go through your drawers, get rid of some clothes maybe.
Yes.
Get, you know, pack up some stuff to donate.
I love more than anything to have a full box of things to get rid of.
That feels
from
so
my
good.
house.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
look how good I am. I know I still have like 500 articles of clothing, but
Clothes are hard because sometimes they just form to your body, and
Yes.
sometimes you're like, I really can't get rid of these pants. I'll put them away until I can fit into them again. 'Cause
Right.
The way that you fit into them is so good.
exactly. I'm like, you know what? I can't wear it yet, but I can't let go of it either. You know what? I'm gonna start utilizing the waning gibbous moon. I put both waning / gibbous, the waning gibbous moon from now on, because I do need to do some releasing. And it's not just physical, you know.
It could
Rudy
be like
over here.
negative energy as
Yeah.
well. Anything that
like
doesn't
negative
serve
self-talk,
you. Yeah.
anything that is blocking you from achieving your goal. We set out to achieve this goal. I am dumping in the dump my self-doubt. And like anything that makes me feel like I need to be insecure. Who needs that?
You know, I've been doing that too lately, but like just subconsciously.
Yeah, it's not even time for that. We're just ahead of the game.
Know.
We're gonna be so ready when this waning moon
just
comes.
Healing me, anyways. It's really just doing a lot of healing.
Yeah, that's awesome. So after the waning moon, so like when you're in the waning moon cycle, you're kind of identifying that which needs to be released. And when you get into the last quarter moon, you're actually like setting yourself up to receive after you have released. So that's the time where you're like, okay, I'm getting rid of all this junk that I don't need, and I am ready to receive. Oh, I thought I caught myself on fire. It happened. It was really close. It felt warm for a second. Sorry. For the listeners, I almost caught myself on fire. No.
For the audio non-visual listeners.
That's really long. For the audio non-visual listeners at home.
You know who you are. I'm looking at the cameras like you
know who you are. So yeah, anything that's blocking you, anything like that you may have missed in the previous moon cycle that is still keeping you from getting to that last stretch. You don't want to give up when you're in this part, because you've already seen some of the results of your hard work, and you're like, well, why stop now? Yeah. Let me go to the next level. Yeah, love that.
I read a little. I read ahead and I saw balsamic moon, and I've never ever heard this, so I'm really excited.
It's in here. It's in here. It exists. At first, it's real. If it's in the Moonology deck, then it really exists.
I'm excited to learn something new.
Right? Me too. I mean, I was learning new things about the moon cycles, like just like researching and preparing for this, because I was like, okay, I'm always on top of my astrology stuff. Like, okay, what do I need to know? But really delving into the moon cycles, it's somewhat new to me. I'm still getting into like actually setting my life up connected with the moon, you know, doing sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm really doing some like new moon stuff, and it's like the full moon, and I'm like, where's my rewards, you know?
Where are they?
What's up? I'm trying to plan, and I should have it now, but no, like now we're utilizing, and we're moving to the balsamic moon. This is the end of the road.
I know, I read that. I was like,
I hope you did what you were supposed to do with all of those other moon cycles, giving you opportunities to release and reward. And once you arrive at the balsamic moon, it's time to rest. It's time to like chill out, sit back. My favorite. I know. This is all me. Like, I'm like, okay, now I can like sit back and be like, look what I did.
Oh,
I did that thing.
I love that. I've really like never heard of that.
Just like coughing over you.
The Earth. Well, yes, the Earth is like made of magnets. So this is my like. I'm not even a stoner, but I feel like this is my like stoner brain.
Like, you know, like I'm water, and then like the ocean is water, and the moon
controls the tides.
So does the moon control me? I mean, yeah, pretty much. We are like 70 whatever % water, and the moon controls the tides. Why wouldn't the moon also affect us water beings? I resonate with that hardcore because I'm a water sign. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. And
what is Gemini? Am I an Earth?
You're an air sign.
Damn,
you're all up in that head. Get out of that head. But yours is all about communication when the moon is in Gemini, so that's good. Yeah. Communication.
See, that's my issue, is that I never follow that kind of stuff. I just like follow the phases of the moon. I don't go beyond that. it's just
Maybe
it's like a
it's
blockage.
time.
Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time to go beyond that.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, today's the perfect day. Give us Moon in Taurus. Now you know about Taurus.
I know one. Yeah.
Solid. No, you're about to know them all, Mama. We're going through. But yeah, so we are going to talk a little bit about when the moon is cycling through a sign, what kind of things you might be experiencing, and just the general energy when the moon is in that sign. So I'm going to start with Aries. When the moon is in Aries, it's about taking initiative. I did mention that earlier because the moon was just in Aries. Starting new projects and putting yourself out there. And also we talked about the moon in Taurus because it is. It's about security, pleasure, and getting things done. When the moon is in Gemini, it's all about communication. Get your communications right. Try not to have communication issues, but generally it's good for communication. When the moon is in Cancer, which is me, I'm a Cancer, it is time to connect with your feelings. Really hate being in Cancer sometimes. It's the worst.
Sometimes
lots of Cancers say that.
Cancer, I know.
They
like
really
the Cancer thing.
I just I push them all the way down. Connect with your feelings, home and domestic life. Oh, domestic pleasures, yay.
Gentle clap.
Right. When the moon is in Leo, it's about leadership and confidence. My ascendant is a Leo, so like the world sees me as a Leo. That's probably why you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then yours, I think, is Scorpio, which I get.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so I see the Scorpio vibes. They're super sexual, and you're super sexy, so...
This is my sexy
I'm a Scorpio.
Really?
What's up? Tell me about it. So when the moon is in Virgo, it's about service, well-being, and self-care. Virgos love self-care. My sister is a Virgo. She takes really long baths. She also has really long hair, so she kind of has to.
That's something good to do during the full moon. Is take a bath.
Oh, take a nice bubble bath when the moon's in Virgo. And when it's full. When the moon is in Libra, it is about balance, harmony, and compromise. The sign of Libra is represented by like scales. Yeah. I'm a Libra moon, so like my internal self is really like always seeking harmony and balance. And then we go to Scorpio, which is about healing, rebirth, fresh starts, death in the tarot.
Sexual.
Yeah, sexual energy. Sagittarius, one of the most fun signs in the zodiac. It is when the moon is in Sagittarius, it's about adventure, taking a risk, trying something new, and getting out of your comfort zone. I don't like that. I need to do more of that. Maybe that's what I need to like release in the next cycle.
Get out of your comfort zone.
Right? When the moon's in Capricorn, it's about structure and long-term goals. Really boring. Not into that. But, you know, the ones that I like push away from, those are the things I need to embrace more. Josue has like 1 million Capricorn in his chart, so he's all about like, I'm gonna provide for my family forever. Long-term goals. Yeah, always eye on the future. Aquarius, which that's what he's a Aquarius sun, is about passion, love, and unconventional ideas and approaches. They say Aquarius is like the alien sign of like the alien people, and I'm like, why am I not an Aquarius? Because I'm like straight up like weird.
I love all of that. I'm excited to learn more about that stuff. Yeah. For me, I think it's just remembering. It's a lot to remember.
Right.
But once you work with it over and over, and you just keep like reading the same thing, I'm sure it'll stick in there.
It'll stick in there eventually. That's kind of like what happened with me with the tarot. I was like,
yeah, it's like a lot of information.
It was really,
so
at
much.
first, I had to always reference back, and now I'm finally like, okay, I know what that means.
Yeah.
And it's good. It takes time. I mean, information, we're old people now, you know? If we were children, we'd be like, I know everything. Well, I want to do more of that because, like, I research all the stuff, but I usually don't do the actual, like, ritual things during the moon phases, and I want to do more of that.
You know, it's the same for me. It's cyclical. Oh. So it's like, oh, that time is coming up again. Time to do this. So yeah, pretty much the new moon, it is that like planning stage. And I'm not really like sitting down to plan things, but I just kind of take
just
mental
happens.
note. Yeah, just kind of, looking forward into this month. What are my goals? What do I need to do? What do I need to get done? Yeah. And then working towards that, always in that working phase. I like to do a lot of cleaning during the waning or during the waxing moon.
Maybe that's what I need to... Is it the wax? Oh, it's time to clean my house. Cool.
And then the full moon, I always like to do a couple of things. Recently I haven't because I've just been super busy, but like on a full moon, I like to take a bath. And I like to open the window and like be able to have the light come in. Yeah. And make moon water.
Whoa, moon water. I've made like sun water.
Oh,
moon water.
You have.
Do you have to do this when you make it? Is that part of it?
This is the ritual dance you have to do.
Make sure you do a ritual dance when you make your moon water.
Gotta do that dance or it won't work. But like basically I just put some water in a beautiful glass container and I set it on my windowsill overnight, and then I take it off the windowsill in the morning. And you can use it for anything. You can use it to like bless your crystals.
Oh yeah.
If it's like a crystal that can get wet.
Crystals do like to be out in the moon.
Yeah.
They like to get
like
that moon
if it's
too.
something that you can put in the water, you can just put it in a container and put it in water in the light of the moon, and it will charge your crystals, purify your crystals, cleanse them.
I've been neglecting my poor crystals. I need to do more.
Well, maybe
that.
for the Halloween episode, the Halloween
I'm so
Halloween
about that one.
Halloween. Yeah, the full moon for the Halloween we'll cleanse and charge your chakra. Your
my chakras. Cleanse and charge.
I was thinking about our episodes.
Yeah.
Just set yourself out in the water. Sit in the lake.
Just put me in the water like I'm a crystal. I feel like I am a crystal.
I usually just use moon water for my plants because I don't have a lot of crystals.
Why don't you drink it? Drink that moon
water.
water.
I can drink it.
I thought that's what you were doing this whole time.
No.
You're just pouring it upon your plants, girl.
I just put it in my plants.
Fill your own cup. I'm always going to reference back to the fill your cup.
See, I was doing that
That's
with
why
the
it should
tiger.
always be the first. That's great that it was our first episode.
I've never, ever thought
drank your moon water?
Chug a shot.
Yeah, you're... Shoot it back.
Man, what?
We don't take
wonderful
shots of like
idea.
liquor, so we'll take shots of moon water now.
We'll do it next episode.
This is the new version of taking shots.
Yeah. Well, here's
I'll
the thing.
bring sun water.
You can do it with any phase of the moon. It doesn't have to be a full moon, but like when you set
really
your
juicy
intention,
full moon.
So like a full moon, I like to use the full moon because it's like the most powerful.
Yeah.
Just a ton of energy, so I like to use that. But if you need to like get rid of something, you can just set your intention on a waxing moon, like right now we're in a waxing moon, so you could just set your intention. I want to release this. I want to let go of this, and make your moon water, and then use that in whatever it is that applies. Like whatever you need to,
whatever you're releasing. Thank you so much, everybody, for
all of you in the room.
All three of you for joining us on this lovely, feminine, beautiful deep dive into the Yoni-Verse.